Yoga usually came from the Sanskrit word yog. Like in the mathematics, you are doing yoga, viyoga. Yoga means plus, viyoga means minus. So yoga means to join. To join with whom? To join with Lord Sri Krishna, or to connect with Lord Sri Krishna, or to link with Lord Sri Krishna. Okay, that is the real yoga. But modern today, the yoga word has been misutilized. So what she told in the first, it is some exercise, meditation. These are not yoga. The name has wrongly given. So yoga means to connect with the Lord. So I told now there are different type of yoga like karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, and bhakti yoga. So this process you can connect to the God. Suppose by karma you are connecting to God, that is called karma yoga. By knowledge you are connecting to God, it is called jnana yoga. By meditation you are connecting to Lord, it is called dhyana yoga. And direct giving service to Lord is called bhakti yoga. Okay, now you understood what is the meaning of yoga. So out of that, today we'll discuss about karma yoga. That means through karma, we'll link to the God, we'll connect to the God. That is called karma yoga. Suppose we are doing a lot of activities daily. We get up from the bed, we take food, we go to office, we go to school. If we are not connecting to God, it is called only karma. When you are attaching to the God, it is called karma yoga. Now you tell me, morning you wake up, how you will connect to God? Anyone?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll unmute.
Yes.
Tejas, you can unmute yourself.
We can connect to God by praying.
Yeah. Yes. So
Has
morning,
yeah,
yes. Any other person?
yeah. Hasini, you can unmute.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can connect to God by chanting the holy name.
Very nice. So morning when you wake up, it is the beginning of the day. The beginning of the day should always be with the Harinam or Krishna Nam. So either you can pray or you can do chanting, whatever, but it should be always, you should remember the God. Chanting is the best process, then Kirtan. Okay, so you can do the chanting and you can start your day. So that is first step of Karma Yoga, chanting. Then another question is, you are taking food. How you can connect it to God? Anyone?
Yes, Prabhuji. Jaimit Chauhan, you can unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, we can connect the food by saying some mantras.
Yes. Okay.
Like so in the school and in the school we thanks God for the food.
Yes, that is also one important thing. Any other person? Anything else?
Yes, Prabhuji. Sadhya, you can unmute.
Prabhuji, we can relate food to God by offering it to God before eating it.
Yeah, very nice. So, two things. You cook the food, first you offer to the God, now it became prasadam. Now that you can take. So that is also connecting to God. Or sometimes suppose you don't have time, while taking food, first you remember God, pray to the God, then you can take. That is also one type of connecting to the God. But one thing is here, that whenever you are offering to the God, you cannot offer everything. You have to offer only selected thing. What you can offer to God? Anyone can tell? Which food?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Mayank, you can unmute. Tish.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We can offer uh, chapatis, dal, rice,
Yes.
and some personal sweets.
Yes. Any other
And
person? Very nice.
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji. Roshni Sharma, you can unmute. Um, she lowered her hand actually.
Okay, okay. Any other person?
Yes, Arna, you can unmute yourself. I think she's not able to unmute. Okay, Darpad, you can unmute.
What was the question again?
Which food you can offer to Krishna?
Can
You cannot offer everything to
you
Krishna.
offer like sweets
Yeah.
and
Okay.
Should I
Only
unmute other?
any other person? Tell.
Yeah, Vanshika Sharma, you can unmute.
Prabhuji, we can offer God everything which do not have onion and garlic like things,
Excuse me,
because it
Prabhuji.
said that that God didn't eat those things.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse
So,
me, Prabhuji.
yes.
Prabhuji, I'm Arna. Actually, I got the message now to unmute. Can I
Yes,
answer?
yes. You answer, please.
So we can just offer sattvic food, like it includes all the basic and simple food without onion garlic.
Yeah. Very nice. So basically, we cannot offer everything to God. What we can offer is the sattvic food. Sattvic food means this is pure vegetarian food. There should not be onion and garlic. Okay, onion and garlic. Why? Because these are also considered as tamasic food. Though these are vegetarian, so all the vegetarian foods are not sattvic. Some tamasic food are there, those are also to be excluded. Okay, what Lord Krishna likes much, because now we are going to be the friend of Lord Krishna, so we should know his liking and disliking. We know Lord Krishna likes the sattvic food. Out of this sattvic food, which one Lord Krishna likes mostly?
Yeah, Agnishwar, you can unmute.
Prabhuji, we should offer to Lord Krishna a flower, a tulsi leaf, and
Yes.
a fruit.
Yes. So I think you have already known this thing.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You read already Bhagavad Gita?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. So what is that line? Can you tell?
Patram pushpam phalam toyam yovemi
Ya me bhakto prayachati. Patram puspam phalam toyam.
phalam toyam
Okay.
yovemi agachati, something
Yeah,
like
yeah. So you can offer patram is a leaf, puspam flower, phalam is a fruit, toyam means water or milk. You can offer milk also. Okay, na? So these are the thing God likes, and God likes mainly the sweets. Somebody told we'll offer sweet. Yes, God likes sweet very much. Okay, so these are the things how you can connect to the God. And one more thing I'll ask you, you are doing daily some activities, like you are going to school, you are giving some exam, you are doing some duty. How this work can be connected to God?
Yeah, there's named Hare Krishna Prabhuji. You can unmute. I think he's not able to unmute. I'll ask another. Atiksh, you can unmute yourself.
Sir, I didn't get the question. Can you repeat again?
Yeah, I'm repeating. You are doing a lot of activities, like you are doing some work, you are studying. How the work can be connected to Krishna?
The work can be connected to Krishna, sir, if you are doing it well,
or you are praying to pass the exam or finish the work on time.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. Any other
Uh,
person? Anyone?
yeah. Amish Kumar, you can unmute.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Uh,
How can you link your work to God?
what?
How can you connect your work to Krishna?
Actually, how? I know. I'm new. I'm new, so I didn't got a chance yesterday.
Okay,
I'm
no
new.
problem. Okay, no problem. So I'm telling, suppose you are starting any work, before starting, you have to pray the Lord that I am going to start this, please help me. So during the process also you can remember Krishna. Then whenever you are doing any work, either you will succeed or there is chance of failure also. But when you get either success or failure, for that you have to thank Krishna. Either failure also you have to thank Krishna, success also you have to thank Krishna. Why? The success and failure is not because of Krishna, it is because of ourselves. Because we have not done the work properly, that's why we got failure. If we have done the work properly, that we got success. So many times what happens, when we got success, we forget Krishna. When we got failure, we scold Krishna that because of you this happened. But that is not the thing. Thing is that everything, either success or failure, it is because of our karma, how we have worked. But thing is that whatever we do, we have to offer to the Krishna that this is I am doing, but the result is yours. I'm not responsible for the result. When you can do this, then your work will be connected to Krishna. That will be, so this is what I'm telling. This is karma yoga. Morning you can wake up, you can connect to Krishna. Whenever you are taking food, you can connect to Krishna. Whenever you are working, you can connect to Krishna. So when you can do all these things, your work became karma yoga. Understood? So almost the chapter is finished with first slide. So we can go a little faster. So you understood everything now. What is karma yoga? Okay, just I'll explain a little bit. So this is our body. Horses are our senses. We are having 5 senses, like we are having eye, nose, this is ear, skin, and the tongue. So 5 senses. These senses are controlled by the rope, mind. And this mind is controlled by the intelligence. And this is the vehicle, our body. And this person sitting is our soul. So we are the soul, we are not the body. We have already discussed yesterday. We are the soul, not the body. So we are sitting here. Our soul is sitting in the vehicle. This vehicle is the body. This is intelligence, mind, and the senses. Okay, so this is our complete body representation. So yajnartha karmani anyatra lokayam karma bandhanaha tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. So what I have discussed here, little bit explanation given here. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. So whatever you do, it has to be sacrificed to Vishnu or Krishna. Suppose you are not doing that one, then it will cause bondage in the material world. That means you will feel that I have done this thing, but reality is different. You have not done anything. It is done by Krishna. Only hardly 5 to 10% work you are doing. Majority of work is done by Krishna only. So that is the reason always you have to connect to the Krishna. I'll give you an example, a small story I'll tell you at the end so that you can understand how much we are doing. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your sacrifice duty, prescribed duty for his satisfaction. And in that way, you'll always remain free from the bondage. That means when your work sacrifice to Lord Krishna or Vishnu, you'll be always free from the bondage and you'll be happy. Okay? Now this is a different type of people. This is the lowest, slowly going to the highest. The lowest people is bodily platform. They think the pleasure. They will take something, some drinks and all. They don't work. They are very lazy people. Few other people, they're little better, like they will work nicely, but they will also enjoy. They are also in the bodily platform, but with enjoyment and working. Then just above little mental platform, they are little better than sensual platform. So here they utilize their brain. They'll be like sattvic. They don't do anything bad for others, but they'll work. Again go superior. This type of people, they're intellectual people that start thinking about different concepts of the body, life and all. Then above that is the spiritual platform. They're completely connected to God. So this type of people are very peaceful and very happy in their life. Okay, so there are 5 types of people in the society. How to do yagna in Kali Yuga? Sacrifice. You must have heard different type of sacrifice previously. Some animals were killed, some animals were sacrificed. Yes. So in Kali Yuga, all type of sacrifice are forbidden. You should not do any type of sacrifice because there are no real Brahmanas to do sacrifice. Okay. So in Kali Yuga, only one sacrifice is allowed. Anyone can tell the name which sacrifice is allowed in Kali Yuga?
Yes, there's Jamie Chauhan. You can unmute.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, sacrifices in Kali Yuga are that we are not protecting our natural wildlife. The animals are killed, and recently one incident happened that one elephant was there named Vinaiki,
Okay.
and the another that we are not caring for the plants, the animals, and
Yeah.
other human beings.
So in Kali Yuga, you should not do any sacrifice of animals. Previously they were doing sacrifice, but in Kali Yuga it is forbidden. We should not do. So which sacrifice is only allowed in Kali Yuga? Can you tell? Which sacrifice is allowed?
Uh, Prabhuji, I don't know, like in Prabhuji, that I was having a network issue, sir. I have not understand the 5 type of people.
Okay, I'll tell you again. Okay, na?
Okay.
Acha, any other person can tell which
Yes,
sacrifice is
Prabhuji.
allowed in Kali Yuga?
Yeah, there's what is the king's name who had to die? I mean, you can unmute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. I have 2 things. One, I have a question, and 2, I wanted to answer your question.
Yeah.
First, I think the answer to the question is you can sacrifice yourself to save the wildlife so that the wildlife is not sacrificed
Okay.
and hunted.
No, in Kali Yuga, only one type of sacrifice or one type of yajna is allowed. Okay, I'll tell you the answer. That is called Sankirtan Yajna. Sankirtan Yajna. Have you heard this? Sankirtan Yajna? I'll show you. All type of sacrifice forbidden. This is, yes, see, these people are sitting, chanting and praying to Lord. This is called Sankirtan. Singing the holy name of Lord. So this is the only sacrifice which is allowed in Kali Yuga. Okay, so same thing you can do in the street. See, they are very peaceful, very happy. Nicely they are singing, dancing and going. This is called Sankirtan Yajna. This is only allowed in Kali Yuga. Okay, now if you are alone, you can chant with the mala. Chanting very nicely. It will make you very peaceful. And you can directly connect to the Lord. This in the family also you can do. Your father, mother, you Everybody can sit down and chant for 5 to 10 minutes. One mala will take 5 to 10 minutes depending upon your speed. So daily, everybody can give 5 to 10 minutes. It's not a problem. So this is another sloka. Why to chant? Why to chant? What is the problem? This is a sloka from Bruhanaradiya Purana. Harer Nama, Harer Nama iva kevalam, kalau nastiva, nastiva, gatir anyatha. Means, in the age of Kali, the only way of liberation is Harinam. There is nasti iva, nasti. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. 3 times he is telling there is no other way. Only way is to take the Harinam. So that is the reason chanting is very, very important in Kali Yuga. It will kill all your sin. This sin cannot be cleaned by doing any other work, by temple worship, like temple worship, going somewhere, seeing the Lord, different places. It won't help. Only the helpful is chanting. That is the reason we advise everyone to chant daily, at least 1 mala. This is how our body is formed. Annad bhavanti bhutani pajyanat anna sambhavaha jagyat bhavati parjanya jagya karma samadbhava. How our body is formed. All the living bodies subsist on the food grains which are produced from the rain. Rain are produced by performance of yajna, and the yajna is born with prescribed duty. Just I'll explain what is this. We do the correct work. Today what is happening? We are cutting the trees. We are destroying the nature. That is the reason everything is disturbed. Suppose we will do our prescribed duty correctly, we don't destroy the nature, nature will be happy, and there will be, and this is called sacrifice, one type of sacrifice. You are doing your prescribed duty properly. If you do everything properly, you don't destroy the nature, there will be rain. Okay, this rain is responsible for production of grain, food grains, and this food we will take and our body will be healthy. So that's what directly it is connected to our prescribed duty. Okay, this is the same thing I have discussed already. This is another important thing. Yad yad acharati sreshta tat tad iva tarajagnaha janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokatat anuvartate. So the great person, what he performs, the common man see and follows. Okay, so that is the reason. Suppose you are a great person, you should not do anything bad. Otherwise, many people will follow you and start doing the bad things. And all the sin will come to you. That is the reason the great person should always be very careful. See, he's one of the leader, is smoking. And other people, they are telling, will also smoke because he's a great person and he's smoking. That's why we should not do anything rubbish when we are in great position. The reason is that people try to imitate.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
actually you were paused in between.
Okay, now it is okay.
Yes.
Yes. So what I'm telling, when we are a leader, when we are a great person, we should not do anything bad, because when we do something bad, people will try to imitate us, and that is a sinful activities. When they will do sinful activities, the result also will come to you. That's why we should be very, very careful when we are in a position like that. प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहंकार विमूढात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks itself the doer of activity that are in actuality carried out by the 3 modes of material nature. So what exactly happens? There are many things going on in this world. Okay, we are also doing many things, but very least work we are doing. Majority of the work is done by the nature. What is nature? Nature is nothing, the energy of God. Energy of God created this material world. He is doing the majority of the thing. But because we are builder with false ego, we think that we are doing the things. That should not be done. So we should get out of all this false ego and think whatever is done, whatever we are doing, it is connected to God. God is doing the majority of work. We are very insignificant. We are doing very least work. Okay, so we should be away from false prestige and false ego.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
actually, Aditi has raised her hand. Can you please make her the co-host? Actually, she left in between because of a net problem.
Okay, okay. I'll see where Aditi. Oh, Aditi Kamath. Okay. Why some people are coming to waiting room?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Why?
Yes, Prabhuji.
They might be leaving because of net problem.
Okay.
Actually, I am admitting them inside.
Okay, okay.
Neeta, I am also admitting.
Oh, I'm not able to make her co-host. Yes. Okay. Okay. So now this is, you see, it is ahankara. Ahankara means the false ego. Father is telling, I'm always right. This is also ego problem. The son is telling, don't teach me. I know everything. That is also ego. So both are egoistic. It should not be there. Now, can you tell me who are this personality? Who is this person?
Yeah, there's Nishchay. You can unmute.
Who is this person?
Namaskar, Prabhuji.
Yes, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This is, I think, Prahalad.
No. Prahlad is a little child. This person is, you can see my cursor, whom I am showing. Yes, who is this person? He's an adult person. He's a king.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
can I answer this, Prabhuji?
Yes, yes, yes. Please.
Mahabali.
Yes, Bali Maharaj. Okay. So who is this
Prabhuji, one
person?
doubt, Prabhuji.
Yes.
How do we know God is veg and non-veg?
How do we know God is veg or non-veg? That will come in this Bhagavad Gita only it is there. What God likes will come. Okay, na? Before one child has told, Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam. It will come in some chapters. Just wait for 3-4 days, you will come to know. Okay, na? Hare Krishna. Anyone who is this personality? Can anyone tell?
Yes, Prabhuji. Just a minute. Yeah, there's Aryan. You can unmute.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Would it be Shukracharya?
Yes, very nice. Who is this child? Small child with glow in the face.
Yes, Prabhuji. Manan, you can unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhuji, that small child is Vishnu, is a Vishnu avatar.
What is that avatar?
His name is Vamana. His name is Vamana.
Yeah, very nice. So this is Bhamana avatar.
Guruji, actually, I have one doubt. I want to
Yes.
ask a question.
Yes.
Can you say how many years Lord Krishna lived?
How many years?
Lord Krishna lived.
Oh, Lord Krishna lived up to 125 years.
Yeah, that's correct.
125. But you can see he was looking very young that age also.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's correct answer.
Yes. Hare Krishna. So this is
I wanted to ask that where will we get the YouTube video of this session?
we'll upload. Once we'll upload, we'll let you know. Till now we have not uploaded.
So in the group, can you share the link?
Yes, well said. Once it will be uploaded, it will take
you,
2-3 days,
Prabhuji.
then we'll upload.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So this child is Vamana avatar of Vishnu. Okay, he is Bali Maharaj and he is Sukracharya. So Bali Maharaj is a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. So what happened? Bali Maharaj taken all the kingdom, Swargalok, Martyalok, Patalok, everywhere he has conquered and he became the king. So Vishnu wanted to give the kingdom to Indradev because Indradev is the king of the heaven. That's why he came and asked Bali Maharaj, I want 3 feet land. Sukracharya came to know that he is the Vishnu. So he told Bali Maharaj not to give this thing, avoid this. But Bali Maharaj is the great devotee of Vishnu. He thought that if Vishnu is asking something, it is better to give, even if whatever he asks. So in 1 feet he has taken whole earth, 1 feet whole heaven, and another feet is remaining. So he asked, where I'll keep another feet? Then Bali Maharaj told, so is the head, you keep here. So he praised the Bali Maharaj to another loka, which is called Sutala. And one loka is given to Bali Maharaj because he is a very pious, very great devotee. So one loka has been given to Bali Maharaj, that is called Sutala. And the important thing is that in that Sutala, Lord Vishnu stays as gatekeeper because Bali Maharaj is a great devotee. So Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna can do anything for the devotees.